And yeah, Adams there has been one of their main players with the bat and with the ball. He's been a bit of a difference. We've seen Stewart and Fulton do a good job with the ball for New Zealand. But I'm tipping South Africa. What about you?
I don't know. I'm going to sit on the fence. How's that sound?
There's a surprise. How's those splinters?
I'm going to say the South African fielding has been outstanding. And I think that may just get a nose in front. But because you've picked South Africa to win, seeing we're in commentary, I'm going to go for the Kiwis so we can have a crack at each other through this game. Here's how the points table ended up. And as you can see, Pakistan were absolutely outstanding, finishing on top. South Africa, Australia and the Kiwis, they will round out the cup competition, and then we'll have a plate comp. Hong Kong will play Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh, the MCC, in semi-finals 3 and 4. Plenty of action still to come here at the Hong Kong World Sixes, and the crowd is rolling in, and they're starting to get a couple under their belt, Bucky, so the crowd are warming to it, and they're ready, and we are ready to go for semi-final number 1.
No, it's exciting now. As we heard, it's no longer a round-robin competition. This is knockout stuff, so just the pressure valve goes up a bit too, doesn't it? So we're going to see some probably a little bit more desperation in the field, maybe even a bit quicker bowling, but hopefully a lot more huge hits.
Well, this is some of the fielding we've seen from South Africa so far, and some of the big hitting, and the catches have been outstanding through this match from everyone. We've seen a couple go down too, don't worry about that. But generally, that was a beauty there from Hurd. Nearly knocked himself out, I reckon. Some high balls. And what I will say here in Hong Kong, sometimes the sky is so clear, you actually find it hard to distinguish the distance that it's coming from.
Well, there's no expect. That was probably the catch of the day there from Darren Stevens. He's 41 years of age, and he's run round, and this one as well, Samit Patel. I think he had an early night, and that's probably what helped him take that catch. But we've seen some absolute beauties already this morning as well.
Early nights, it's Halloween in Hong Kong, and let me tell you, it's one of the great weekends of the year.
It's too busy for me, Ryan.
I was tucked up in bed. I'm still on Netherlands time, so I needed a kip. So here we have it. The South African batsmen are ready to go. And first ball, if you don't mind, is almost a dismissal, but it's 6.
Just as we talk up the catching, the first one goes down at deep mid wicket. Well, the skipper there, Peter Fulton, didn't quite judge it and only could get one hand to it. And I think he just knocked it. Oh, he did knock it over, didn't he?
Almost. Reverse Malachi goes for 4. A great start from South Africa.
Oh, that's classy batting. He knows that the left arm orthodox is going to come round and try and bowl it across him to negate that leg side.
An appeal for LBW was close, but no cigar.
Dot balls are so precious in this format, isn't it? Almost the team who bowls the most amount of dot balls wins the game.
Oh, absolutely. They're absolutely worth gold. Irwi, the left-hander, has bunted that near the Hublo sign. The Hublo, oh my word.
What sign was it, Ryan?
The Hublo. I got too excited. And a swing and a miss. Oh my word.
No, that looked like a tracer bullet straight at that Hublot sign. Just fell short in the end, but look at that. The precision timing just off.
Again, the reverse, and it's going to go for 4 byes. The end of the over, you can see the reverse switch hit, and the wiki couldn't stop it.
Well, we've had this issue all tournament, how far back these wicket keepers stand. And in the end, they keep taking the ball on the half volley. Finally, Nathan Reardon in the last game moved forward and he started taking them on the full and he took a catch.
It's a lot easier, let me tell you. And especially if some of the guys aren't wicket keepers, it's a lot easier catching it on the full.
It doesn't make a lot of sense to us up here, but what would we know?
Everything's easier from up here, surely.
Well, you've only been a part of this tournament how many times? 5, 6? How many have you played in?
Played in a couple. Here we go, Began from around the wicket. Slow ball to start, picked it and sent it into next week.
I think he was waiting for that one, Ryan.
He'll try again, Began, and guess what? Same result. This one even bigger onto the leg side. I hope the traffic is looking out on Cox's Road.
Well, from memory, Began did exactly the same in the first match New Zealand played this morning. Came around the wicket, bowled that line from this end and got dispatched in that game as well.
He bounces him and strikes him on the arm. A good comeback.
You think he beat him for pace there or lack of?
Very well bowled, whatever it was.
A little bit of banter going on out there, threatening another bouncer. Not sure at 110 kilometres an hour is going to be scaring too many people.
Well, that's a leggy out of the back of the hand, and guess what? He picked it, and it went a long way.
He's given the thumbs up to a few people as well.
Well, the old mate with the megahorn is back today, and he's given it to everyone.
Thought he might have lost his voice overnight, which is a shame.
That's better. Nice and full. He can only get a single.
Hopefully we'll get a few pictures of the guy with the megahorn at some stage. But look at that. That was right in the slot for him. Thumbs up there, and then thumbs up to the guy in the crowd.
So we're 40 after almost 2 overs. Make that 46, no problem whatsoever. That's another big high ball away over the leg side.
Pretty ordinary bowling now, I would have thought.
Well, to say he missed his length was an understatement.
Well, let's hope he did miss his length.
46 for none, and the South Africans are off to an absolute flyer. Sayanvala 18 off just 4 rocks. Irwi 23 off 8. And it looks like Shannon Stewart will come on to bowl the 3rd over. First ball is going a long way back as well. A big hit from Irwi, and he now goes to 29.
And here we see the sixes from the last over. Couple over mid-wicket.
Oh, there's another one, and he'll be on the way to his mates to sit down and onto the pine because he's going to retire at 35. And the South African defending champs are off to an absolute bolter.
Well, that's 283 sixes we've seen in this competition so far, and they're going up quickly at the moment, right?
Some wise man in the box up here told me that there weren't so many sixes today. Maybe all the boys are a bit tired. Well, guess what? The action is hotting up. Adams, the new batsman, and he has hit him. That could be an edge, and it is. First ball. He was one of their guns, and he's out first rock.
I've been on fire today. I talked up John Hastings batting, and then Risco Adams is batting as well. Both have got golden ducks.
Oh, you're a beaut. At least to reach the wicket. Well, Can that just halt the momentum a little bit? Nicolo's the new man. Jerry needs to hit a couple of big ones. It's hard and flat first ball. Good piece of fielding, though, down there on the boundary line. Will save at least a couple. And hits the stumps if you don't mind.
And nearly the double play. Nearly rebounded down the stumps at the striker's end. Fantastic piece of fielding. How's that not rolled into the rope?
That's Ranil Hira. He bowled the first over. That's a good piece of work. And as you can see, stays clearly inside the ropes. It could be a leg by. The skipper, Peter Fulton, has bowled a pretty good over so far.
I've seen many a batsman who would have just accidentally kicked that ball away from the bowler then as he ran over the top of it.
There's one ball to go, and as we've seen so often, this last ball's generally the toughest. And there you have it. That's going to be 6, and we nearly lost the cameraman because that went at pace towards him.
I'll tell you what, Ryan, you're calling it better than I am at the moment.
Well, over the day and a half so far, either first ball or last ball, and generally most of them in between have gone for 6, but it is that last ball, it seems that the batsmen just are lining you up to have a piece.
Well, New Zealand, really, if they're any hope, they need to have one decent over here. Stewart has been their go-to bowler so far. You want to say Patrick Stewart?
He looks a bit. The captain of the start. There it goes, because that's going long. That's not a great start. That came by us, whistling past our ears.
Ashrel Prince, team manager, looking on. South African legend.
Next time, Stewart's gone to fully, and he's going to hit that for 4. And tell you what, we've had some big scores, but the South Africans are bang on target to make the biggest of the day so far, the biggest of the competitions, so to speak. And that's not going to help make their cause any worse either. That's another one. Low and hard towards their own dugout. That's a little better. That's fuller.
Of course, that previous 6, that's where all the balls are held. If that ball had smashed into those boxes, that could have been quite comical.
Well, at least we got plenty of spares because we're going to need them. And this one is, as we speak, will be polished up as well because we're not getting that one back.
Ryan, who climbs onto the roof here after the tournament to fetch all these balls?
Well, when I was coach, I would have, but that's better. And only a single off the last. South Africa are 1 for 91 with 6 balls remaining in the innings. And Sayan Vala will have to go because he's 31 from just 7 deliveries. So here you go. This is what we've got left today. South Africa and New Zealand are currently going at it. Then Hong Kong and Sri Lanka will play in a plate semi, followed by Pakistan and Australia in a cup semi. Bangladesh and MCC to round us off. And then we go into the big ones, the plate final, the cup final, and we'll have a third place playoff just for us to have a rest. On the leg side, and that's going to be a 4. He didn't quite get it, but it's still a boundary.
115, the highest score we've seen so far.
Yeah, that's in a real lot of danger. Because Elliot Hurd needs to get his length right. And that, from the sound of it, is like a gunshot for another big one. I reckon the South Africans, the defending champs, they want to go further. I'm pretty sure they were tucked away in bed at about 8:30 last night getting ready for this. And a bouncer is a little edge down their leg side, and they'll scamper a single. And we've almost lost an umpy.
Oh, controversial call here. We're a no ball above shoulder height. Oh, that is hurting.
Took the pace off it a little bit there, and it worked well.
Easy, Ronnie.
It's only got to be a single. Oh, there's a misfield. Unfortunately, a misfield has cost them an extra run. Nicolo is close. He's 22 off 7, and he still wants some more. That sounded a bit better contact, and it goes for a boundary. He still hasn't hit one in the middle, he feels.
Well, it was an inside edge. I think he's trying to hit this one over wide mid-on, but just dragged it. Because he did, that bounced just inside the rope.
Again, he doesn't quite get that, and they're only going to get a single this time.
So what do we need? We need a boundary here at least of this last delivery. Well, that'll equal. So if we see a maximum, we'll get the highest score of the tournament so far.
Have a look at the stance. He's gone to a piece of this. It's going to go on the leg side, no matter where you bowl it. And he's actually got out of the over quite well, but it's going to run away for a boundary. He actually bowled that pretty well. He still leaks a 4, and that's the equal highest score of the tournament so far. South Africa have ended up on 115 for 1.
They've played a blinder there, haven't they? They've some amazing batting. Probably not the best bowling performance from New Zealand, but I think I'm pretty comfortable with my tip about South Africa winning this match, Ryan, right at this moment.
Well, we'll hit the replay button. I'm pretty sure I was with you. And if I wasn't, we're going to scrub it. There's the scorecard. Irwi and Sayanvala were fantastic, 35 and 31 respectively, and everyone got a piece. But your man, Adams, was fantastic first rock.
You can't get them all right, of course, Ryan. But, yeah, if we look at the New Zealand bowling stats here, I think they're going to be very disappointed. Here are not the worst at the top there with 16, but from then it's ugly viewing. And probably their bankers there, Fulton and Stewart, didn't have great games, and that's cost them.
Well, coming up next is the plate semi-final. The home team, Hong Kong, against Sri Lanka. And Gotham is down there with the two captains.
Yes, indeed. The first of our plate semi-finals. As I mentioned in the previous game, it's all about knockout cricket right now. I've got the host team, Babar Hayat, the captain of Hong Kong, and Parvez Maharouf of Sri Lanka. He's got the coin. Go for it. Tails is the call. It's a tail. Parvez Maharouf wins the toss. What's it going to be?
We're going to bowl first.
You're going to bowl first. Knockout scenario. What's the strategy like now?
I think we tried defending two totals. We failed. So I think it's, it's a make or break situation. So I think personally, small grounds. So I think give it a go for chasing.
Different mindset, knockout game?
I mean, it's just a cricket, cricket, but the only thing is added extra pressure, especially when you're chasing down. So I think it's really a good game.
One key change you've made for this game?
Yeah, Jeevan Mendis is not playing. Sampath comes back.
All the best, Fred. Babar, let me get you in here. Happy with the outcome of the toss?
No, we wanted to bowl first as well. Unfortunately, we lost it. We went on bat first and tried to put a good total on the board.
But what's the kind of total now you're looking to put on the board?
Obviously, anything 100 plus is a good total. So we tried to get to 100 and then see from there.
Yes, we've seen from all the teams today, there have been several 100 plus totals. So I think everyone's getting into the groove right now.
I think everyone is getting now. Every team scoring over 90 and into the 100. So if we get to the 100, that will be good.
Good luck. Keep the Hong Kong flag flying.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just let me hold him there for a moment there, just to let you know, a reminder what's happened at the toss. Parvez Maroof of Sri Lanka has won, and he's decided to bowl first.
Thanks, Gotham. There'll be some barracking going on there with the Hong Kong local side batting first against Sri Lanka in the plate semi-final. Who will be your tip there, Christopher Rogers?
Well, only because therefore you'd have to go for Sri Lanka. I'm going for Hong Kong.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm not going for Sri Lanka in this one. This is the highlights. This is how South Africa barged their way. That one there almost went for the Hublot 12. And they just literally bashed the Kiwis around the park.
Yeah, it was brutal batting here. Just looking to hit every ball for six, and most of them in fact did, didn't it? So kept going all the way. They had great momentum throughout, and you can see some of these massive hits. We see a wicket there, Adams, who my man got out for a golden duck, but the other batsman who came in just kept it going, and that was one of the biggest ones we've seen so far. And it didn't stop, did it? Continued all the way to the end of the innings. Hurd at the end, tried to stem the flow, but he couldn't do it. And in the end, South Africa, a mammoth 115.
Little Kiwi sitting looked a little bit upset about what had gone on. But the beauty of this game is that you're never out of it. You might not have bowled very well, but the Kiwis are a big chance to chase this down if they get away to a good start. And Graham Beggan has been outstanding. Hopefully we're not going to put the curse on him, but he has been outstanding so far in this tournament. And that could be out, and the commentator's curse is on fire in the box.
I'm glad it's not just happening to me here, Ryan. Well played. It's going to be pretty hard to win this one from here, isn't it? You lose one of your best players when you're chasing what would be a record 116. So South Africa, you can see the happiness there. They've all come in for the high fives.
No worries whatsoever. We are on fire. Any good player, if you want us to put the mocker on him, just give us his name. We will continue. Ranil Hira will try and get the Kiwis back on target. A little cross-bat slog there will only get him one, but at least the Kiwis are underway.
Oh, Uwe's having a game to remember here. 35 off 10 with the bat, and now a wicket and just a single with his first two deliveries.
Good piece of batting there from the new man, Elliot Hurd. That one sounds better, and it goes a long way into the KCC swimming pool.
So
that's good bowling. Can only get a single there.
Let's proper there, Sorrow. Let's proper there, boy.
Huge hit here by Hurd. New Zealand need a lot more of that, because at the moment 95 is the highest score that's been successfully chased in the tournament so far.
That's short and dealt with. A boundary to finish the over. 1 for 16 or 16 for 1, depending on where you come from around the world. There it is, Cricket Hong Kong, and they've got a wonderful partner in Instagram. I wanted you to say that. I was just waiting for you. Instagram, they do a wonderful job, and Cricket Hong Kong are very lucky to have them, and so are we. Second over, Dry's got the rock in his hand, and that is a skyscraper straight up. He's going to have to do it himself and can't do it.
I had money on the ball there. As we spoke, the clear sky above, it's hard to know just in fact where the ball is with no clouds to give a bit of perspective. But that was straight up the chimney, wasn't it?
That was high. Wow. Will it cost him? Well, that one's dragged away to the onside. But again, replace your divot. And that's a piece of turf that will need to be replaced.
I wouldn't be surprised if that, in fact, was a 4. Well, we won't see that. We see the drop catch now. Oh. You thought he was in pretty good position, but that's just gone. Slipped through the hands, nearly hit him in the head. Nearly a falcon.
A low full toss is almost taken. The South African fielding, which we spoke highly of, is under the pump.
Oh, they're doing their best to keep New Zealand in the game here, aren't they? Mind you, that would have been an absolutely spectacular catch. Look at that. That was coming like a tracer bullet. Had to dive forward as well. They're as hard as they get.
A little bit better contact, but this time he's found the man. On his way, the Kiwis are in big trouble at 2 for 20.
And you can see how keen they are. A lot of the sides, when they take a wicket, they don't even run in. But look at that. South Africans all get there and they put their hands in. What do you reckon they say there, Ryan?
Yay team. LKF. Who knows? It seems to be working though, because they right now are on the brink of being the first team into our cup final. Kachopa is the man who comes in at number 4. And he starts with a piece that's going to go all the way.
Well, they're going to need something special from here to get up in this game. First ball, Chopper goes bang, straight over the head of the bowler.
And he hits the next one even further. He wants a piece of the big fella Dry. And he hits 2 in a row to finish the over very well for the Kiwis. But they're still under the pump at 32 for 2 after 2 overs, chasing 116.
As we see, the high scores, and South Africa own them both, don't they? So they've been the best batting side of this tournament so far. Been right on, haven't they, in this tournament?
Yeah, absolutely. Swangpole is the man who's going to bowl some leg spin. The first one, he doesn't land, and it hasn't landed yet.
Oh, I think that was the attempted wrong one. But it doesn't matter if it doesn't land, does it, Ryan? That's about a knee-high full toss. Or even higher.
That one's an outside edge that's going to go all the way over point for 4.
Oh, he's lost his front hand there, didn't he? Made a one-handed shot. Swinging that hard.
Hira whacks this one for 4 as well. And the funny thing is, 4s probably won't win it for them. They need a bit more elevation. But it's a pretty good over so far.
Well, if they can hit a couple of 6s in these last 2 deliveries, and if they could hit that Hublot sign, then this game could change quickly. You just never know, do you?
24 minutes into this match. And they're needing something very special. Do the Kiwis. That he's going to get away with it. Because it clipped his leg. Oh no. It may have hit the pad. The umpire has called it a wide.
We're just going to see a couple of these drop catches by the South Africans. They probably don't want to see this.
There's a dot ball. He was probably unlucky the one before wasn't. The beauty of Dry dropping his, he did it brilliantly because he quickly ran back to his mark and thought no one would notice. This time it's straight and long and a 6. Hira gets a maximum.
So we've got 20 off this over so far. New Zealand, if there any chance they need a maximum off this last one as well.
That's short and hoiked away on the onside. That's almost a brilliant piece of fielding, but it goes for 4. And that will be the end of Hira. He reaches 32 and will have to retire.
What about the desperation from the South African fielders there? 2 fielders diving.
Brilliant. And guess what? Here's the silverware, Bucky. That's what one of these teams want to put back on their plane for their trip home. It's an impressive piece of silverware.
Of course, the plate champions as well. There is something for everyone in this tournament. You can lose a few games, but that doesn't mean you're out of it. Does it, Ron?
Absolutely not. Every game means something. That's big Shannon Stewart that has joined us at the crease. That's a top edge. That's another high ball. The wickie's taking his gloves off. You little beauty. Why would you need gloves when you're a wickie?
I don't think I've ever seen that in my life there, Cambo. That keeper, he's taking his gloves off to take a high ball.
Well, I'm going to say that I saw him in a game previous drop one. So he's decided he's obviously not a full-time wickie. It's easier to catch him with your hands. And whatever, 1, 2, 3 LKF there from the South African lads as they're enjoying their day here at Kowloon.
Is that like my Fong or Wachai?
Have a look at it, dropping of the gloves. And he takes it nicely. We've seen a bit of everything here today and yesterday. And there's a lot more to come. Stewart down the leg side is off the leg. And they're going to get a leg by scamper one.
Right. My man Adams, he's been brilliant this tournament so far, particularly with the ball.
See, you've jumped off him as a batsman pretty quickly. Big Peter Fulton, the skipper. Oh, hello. There you go. You can hear that in the effects mic. They'll get a bye because our man with the gloves wasn't quite as clean as what he was hoping.
Well, why do they even have gloves on? Is that a rule? You have to have gloves on?
They're the laws. The keeper has to have his gloves on at the point of delivery. A little bit of change of the field. I'm not sure the fielder will go anywhere near that, or he nearly did. Can you believe it? He almost pulled in a screamer.
You can't be at bed by 8:30 and then drop 3 catches in the game, Ryan. What's the point?
Well, 2 of the 3 have been tough ones. This one was almost a beaut. That one is no chance of being caught unless you're running past on Cox's Road.
Let's have a look at this drop catch again. Jump. Actually nowhere near the ball. First of all, didn't need the jump, and then got his lines wrong badly there.
That one's whipped away for another maximum. Nicely done. And Shannon Stewart continues his fine form.
Well, they're going to need something special now. 38 off the last 6 balls, so we need a Hublot maximum here, a 12, as we see that sign. One of the 2 we have at the ground here. So I wonder if the batsmen are going to target those signs.
Oh, you'd hope so. I don't think they'll be playing for red ink, that's for sure. Nicolo will bowl the last over for South Africa, and all he needs to do is steer the ship straight. That one gets hoyed away on the leg side, but it's only a single. And the Kiwis are going to go out of this competition, sadly for them. Although Shannon Stewart loves hitting a boundary, and he's hit a lot of them this trip. Most times you don't need 2 hands here at Kowloon. That one, as he has used 2 hands, and he's whacked it over mid-wicket for 6 this time. He's gone to 30 of just 6 rocks.
We need a miracle from here, don't we?
Well, he's going to pick up 1, and unfortunately that's going to do it for Shannon Stewart.
It's still possible here. You just never know, do you? Got to hit that Hublot sign twice. We haven't even seen it hit once yet, but we need to see it hit twice. As Stewart retires, 31 off 7 balls, another fantastic innings from him.
He retired before 32.
Along the deck won't do it for the Kiwis. And as we just finish out this match, South Africa are through to the final of the 2017 Hong Kong Sixers. Drop that too. They haven't caught very well, the South Africans. A little bit of pressure. He's hit that very well though. And that's a pretty good piece of fielding. Although it's going to go for a boundary, and it's over. And there you go, Chris Rogers. What you love to see, a little bit of jig and move.
He's got the moves, does he, Nicolo? Look at that. Look at the happiness there. They're happy to be in the finals. They came here. They want to win this cup competition.
I can tell you one thing, folks. Nicolo versus Rogers on the dance floor tonight is every chance. And what a spectacle that would be.
There's only one winner there, Ryan, let me assure you.
Oh, it's fantastic. The Kiwis were very brave throughout this tournament, but unfortunately they came up against a red-hot South African outfit that absolutely bombed them out of the park when they scored 115.
They've been impressive through this tournament. You can see that desire to win. They've thrown themselves around in the field, albeit they caught poorly in this match, but they didn't need to because their batting was outstanding in the first innings. 115, the second time they've posted that total, the highest in the competition. they can be very happy with their work, and they'll take on either Pakistan or Australia in the 2017 World Cup 16s.
Well, the boys are dancing. They're happy as Neil Diamond, Sweet Caroline, comes blaring over the sound system. And I know that's one of your favourites, Buck. Well, I know Kat loves a good song, and she does like Sweet Caroline. So let's go down to her, because I reckon she's got the man of the moment, young Irwin.
Got a bit of a dancer here, Cyril. Congratulations, and I'm beating 35 and a wicket. Not much more you could have done.
Yeah, just happy to be in the final. You know, we've enjoyed our time here, so this just wraps it up for us.
Now, I guess you'll be watching the second semi-final with a lot of interest. Pakistan v Australia. I'm assuming you'd prefer Australia to win?
Yeah, definitely. I think not going to say it will be an easier game, but you know, I think they're less feared, I suppose.
Congratulations and good luck for the final.
Thank you very much.
There we have it, the defending champs into the final.
Thanks, Kat. And that's what happened with the Kiwis. They lost begging early, and they never really recovered, chasing a massive score. They were brave, but they couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, a total of 97 is not to be scoffed at. But South Africa, they were poor in the field, but they did a job with the ball. And as you can see, Irwi at the start and Cornet dry, 32 off the first, that set them up for a pretty comfortable win.
So that's the tail of the tape. 115, Irwi 35 from just 10 rocks, and Sandvala were absolutely outstanding. This is the Kiwi innings. This was first rock. Ouch.
That was your man too, wasn't it? Biggin, but he didn't get going, of course. And we saw a couple of big hits. This was a drop catch. You don't want to drop your own catches off your own bowling. And then another one, almost next ball for this one, was taken comfortably.
There was some good hitting from Stewart. There was some good hitting from everyone, really. 97's no small target. Here was a very good catch from the wicket, without gloves, if you don't mind.
Stewart came in at the end, 31 off 7 balls to give him a little bit of hope, but as you can see, South Africa got over the line, a little bit of dancing to celebrate. And I tell you what, there will be a lot more dancing if South Africa get up and win this competition. You can see what it means to them. They're in it to win it.
So there you have it. Hong Kong now taking on Sri Lanka. The first delivery, bit of footwork, trying to get that one out. Sri Lanka won the toss and elected to field. They want to chase down whatever Hong Kong puts on that scoreboard. Baba Hyatt. Nizat Khan has been absolutely outstanding in the competition so far for Hong Kong. Highest run getter, 125, and still taken away. In the com box with me, Owe Shah. Looks to Hoikit, just an inside edge. Just a single. Wants to continue that batting momentum that he had earlier in the day. Absolutely fantastic when he got past 50. Retired on 34 and then comes out to bat and then just carted everything out of the park. Outside edge and one bounce into the fence. Or did it actually carry? Just a boundary.
Yeah, just picking up on what you said about Nizakat Khan. He's been real fine for
Hong Kong. He's, he strikes a clean ball.
Oh, nicely picked up off the hip. 6. That's maximum. That is timing. And it was the captain, Baba Hayat. And we're getting closer to the 300 mark in the tournament, the number of 6-6. That has been absolutely fantastic. Not a lot to talk about the bowlers. They've been under the pump. Slow ball, but not been able to try with just the one at long on.
Yeah, this shot here, it's a smart shot. Picks it up, gets underneath it, helps it on its way for a 6. Smart batting there by Zakat.
Flick of the wrist and into the swimming pool. Talk about wrist of steel. That is Nizakat at his best. And Virgin Atlantic, maximum 6 number 300, and keep them counting. Take a look at that.
Yes, a little bit of MS Dhoni about that. A little bit of flourish at the end with a bat. Getting the momentum. Well, there they are. The Hong Kong 6's team. For me, Nizakat, the standout cricketer. And not to forget Ehsan as well, who bowled really well yesterday, picking up 3 wickets for not many runs in the final game of Hong Kong's round. We've got the Sri Lankans lined up, well led by Pravez Maroof.
Solomons will continue the second over. That's a good delivery. Could be close. Save it. Don't want to give any freebies. Don't forget, this is the plate semi-final. The key has been to Hong Kong's success has been the opening pair, the captain Baba Hayat and Zakat. Oh, there you go, up and over, right next to the camera. 6 more.
Yes, there's been shots like that have got Hong Kong to play the plate semi-final here at the Hong Kong 6's ground. Wow, what a strike.
Just get the one at mid-wicket. Full ball on leg stump. So Nizakat would not be happy. Would like to see that go past the boundary. Full toss and leg stump. You want to dispatch that to the fence.
White ball.
Oh, that's wide. No freebies. This is the business end of the tournament. You want to finish off pretty strong. The extras are not going to help you.
Yeah, it's important for the teams to be really disciplined at this stage of the tournament now. They've got to, obviously it's the plate competition, so they need to be careful as to how they progress from here on in. But that's 4 more for Nizakat, getting a top edge. Definitely didn't mean to hit it that fine. But albeit still 4 more to Nizakat.
There you go. No matter how they come, as long as they keep coming, the boundaries in this format. Oh, that's a good delivery. Aimed at the toes, not allowing Nizakat to get the elevation that he's looking for. That's why you got to be bowling. Full and flicked away for 4. No protection out there towards backward of square leg. Boundary to finish off the over. So at the end of 2 overs, 37 for no loss, Hong Kong.
Yes, easy as you like there for Baba Hayat. Here's the match schedule. Currently playing the Hong Kong against Sri Lanka game. Match number 7. The next game, we've got Pakistan against the mighty Australia. Pakistan, probably the standout team of the tournament so far. Australia will be trying to take them down, trying to get into that final. So, big game coming up.
Yes, that's a big game. Make no mistake about it. And if Pakistan go on in the competition, win that game, then they'll be taking on South Africa for the finals. That'll be a good competition as well. First up, it's Hong Kong and Sri Lanka. Hong Kong would like to finish strong here. They got 96 in the first competition. Nizakat then played a big hand in that. He's reached 12, faced 5 deliveries. Just needs to carry on that momentum. These two guys for Hong Kong always need to give the start that the side is looking for. Into the slot and into the stands. Beautifully caught. There you go by the spectator. Where is he? Bring him on. I bet South Africa would want to get him onto the field as well. We saw in the previous game, plenty of catches being dropped. There you go. Just a walk in the park. One hand outstretched and picking up that smart catch in the stands. Outside edge. There'll be 4 more there. No protection there.
Yes, that was a smart catch there by the spectator. And that's, we see the back of Nazaka Khan. Sorry, Babar Hayat. He's on to 32 of just 10 deliveries. There's the spectator.
Jamie Atkinson, the new man, walking out. Captain getting past the 30. It's been a good start for him. Babar Hayat giving the momentum that his side needed. Oh, that's beautifully played. Down on one knee and into the trees. That's what you want. A couple more maximums for Hong Kong.
Yeah, smartly played. Got down on one knee early and just helped it on its way into the trees.
It was Azaz. The first delivery went for 6. Looking to hoik it once again, but not been able to time it. We'll just get the one at long on. Up and over. The fielder did trying to time his jump, but in vain. And that's 6 number 304 in the tournament so far. Take a look at that. Beautifully timed.
Yeah, got plenty of it. Full face of the bat, straight down the ground. 6 more to Nazaka. It's just the 5 deliveries for his 12 runs. Which is probably quite slow from his standards.
There you have it. Take a look at that. How easy is that? One-handed. There you go. Like I said earlier, get him on the field for South Africa. That's brilliant. Yes, sir. Take a bow. Showing his son how it's done. This game's not too difficult. Captain Fariz Maroof looking to stem the run flow for the Hong Kong side, who've got the momentum. 61 off 3, short and into the stands. Whoops, we gave you another opportunity to show your fielding skills, but that's another Virgin Atlantic maximum. Tally goes to 305.
Yeah, I don't think Atkinson will miss out on that. Short ball, but only at 70 miles an hour. Just swivels on it, deposits it 6 rows back.
White ball. 2 extra runs for Fariz. Trying to find the right length, the right line in this competition so far. You get it wrong. The margin of error is so little. You've only got 4 fielders out, playing on the artificial surface, anything timed. You allow the batsman to get the elevation that he's looking for. Bam, it's out of there. There you go. Low full toss and into the KCC clubhouse. 6 more.
Yep, that's out of here. Low full bugger. Let's have a look here. Oh yeah, he's not going to miss out on those. Too easy.
I tell you what, he got the toe end of the bat and still went for 6. Oh, that was in the slot. Beautifully timed. That's a cricketing shot that he'll be proud of.
Dear, oh dear. Maroof coming in for some tap here. Geez, now that is a long hard volley.
Beautifully timed. And he'll be proud of. Once again, high and mighty and handsome. Elevation, distance, everything there. And there you go. Atkinson retires. And that's Virgin Atlantic, 6 number 308. It's a great batting by Hong Kong so far. Take a look at that.
That's out of here. Just a 6 balls for his 31. Atkinson, wow.
As we've got into the business end of the tournament, you can clearly see the teams have really gained momentum, hitting everything out of the park. Short and looking to hook it away. Maruf trying to get under it. Yeah, easy catch. He'll be happy with that. Looking to stop the run flow, the way Hong Kong has gone so far.
Yes, as bounced out first ball, Maruf, showing his experience, but just back of a length. Probably thought the batsman would be expecting a ball pitched up. And just surprised when the ball back of a length got him out.
Swing and a miss and looking to steal us by. It's been a good over for Hong Kong. Pervez conceding 27 of that over. It's been a good start for Hong Kong. 87 of the 4 overs. There you have it, that's the wicket. Looking to hoik it over deep square leg, but getting it on the slice of the bat. And it's an easy catch to Pervez. SRK has been absolutely fantastic with the ball. Normally bowls the last over. And the next game coming up is going to be a good game. It will be Australia and Pakistan. As soon as this game gets over, Pakistan, we all know how strong a side they are with the 5 fast bowlers who can bat, and then the wicket-keeping batsmen. They're a good side. But at the moment, Hong Kong looking to go up and away. Huge hit. 94, and you've still got 5 more deliveries in this over.
Into the stands. It was there in the slot, bowled round the wicket. I don't think Nizaka Khan will miss out on those. And that's 4 more for him. The highest.
Very quickly, he's moved on to 28 in the previous game, but he's also got the highest score to his name when he got a 54, and there you go. Retires in style. In the slot as that. Retires on 34. Great bit of batting there by Nizaka. He's pumped. Possibly, Hong Kong could post the highest total.
I tell you what, Hong Kong have been very impressive here. 2 of their players, now Nizaka Khan, only taking 10 balls to get his 30 runs plus. He's retired, so Hong Kong 104 with 3 balls to go.
Smartly played, just a flick there, picks up another boundary. It was short, not trying to hit it too hard. Placement would do. That part of the ground, the boundary is pretty small. Sampat looking to try and just mix up things, but unable to cut down on that boundary.
Yeah, smart batting there by Nawaz. Not trying to overhit the ball, just times it into the gap.
Another flick of the wrist, and does that go for a maximum? Yes, it does. That part of the boundary is pretty small, but you still need to put them away. 114, and if they finish off strong here, they possibly could have the highest score of the tournament. Are we looking for a 4 or a 6 on the last ball? Clean ball! Would you believe it? We thought we had the highest score of the tournament possible, but once again, the commentator's curse coming into the picture.
Yes, a real shame there. It would have been so good to see Hong Kong post the highest score of the competition. Wasn't meant to be. Instead, they finished their innings 114. Got too far across for my liking. And missed out on a potential half volley. So Sri Lanka need to chase 104-15 to win off their allotted 5 overs. So Nizaka Khan, Babar Hayat, top of the order
were outstanding and very, very well supported by Atkinson, who retired on 31 and taking just the 6 balls to post that.
When the batting side gets 114, the bowling card will not look very, very healthy, and that's the reason. Parvez Maroof being expensive, Sampath being pretty expensive as well, Rambukela as well, Hong Kong getting to 114. There you have it. This man would be very proud. Hong Kong will be very proud. Most runs in the tournament, Nizakat Khan, 159. Take a look at that. Sohail Tanveer, 110. The all-important next game coming up, Australia and Pakistan. But who's going to bat or bowl first? Gautam Bhiwani with the 2 captains for the all-important toss.
Yes, also overseeing the toss will be Charlie Burke, and what a game it is. 2 teams that have come through contrasting routes. Pakistan winning everything inside, and Australia slowly progressing to that next round. Charlie Burke, give it a call. Tails is the call from Sohail Tanveer. It's ahead. John Hastings win the toss. What's it going to be?
We're going to have a bowl.
And that's consistently what you've done throughout the tournament.
Yeah, and I think that's it. I mean, why change it now?
What's the preparation been like? Because unlike Pakistan, you've had a few losses, but you've come up the hard way.
Yeah, I think it was good to get see Shorty get some runs, and also Gregory hit a few over the rope last game as well. So hopefully we can build a bit of momentum and take it into this game.
And team news, who's got the gloves for this game?
Yeah, Nathan Reardon will have them again.
All right, all the best for that.
Cheers.
Sohail Tanveer, they're going to bowl first, so batting first, happy with it?
Yeah, I think it doesn't matter to me. I mean, we chased well, we batted well, and we defended well, so it's okay. I mean, it's about playing good cricket, and we've been playing good cricket, so hopefully we'll carry it on.
Now, on day 2, we've seen the whole scores have changed. 100, 114, 115. What's the kind of score you're looking to post?
Well, according to my bowling, I mean, I'll be happy 90 plus. I'll be happy to defend it. But as I said, you got to play good cricket.
Stay there, Sohail, for a moment. All the best for the tournament and for the semi-final. The news from the toss is that John Hastings has won it, and they've put Pakistan into bat.
So there you have it. That's the big game that is coming up. Pakistan versus Australia. John Hastings winning the toss and putting Pakistan in. Australia happy to chase down whatever target Pakistan put on board. That is the semi-final of the Cup competition. These are the highlights of the fantastic batting effort by the Hong Kong batsmen, getting 114. Plenty of sixes in that. There you have it, the Hublot precision timing in there. There was some precision batting in there. Plenty of sixes with great amount of ease. Nizakat Khan, Baba Hayat have been simply outstanding for their side, for the Hong Kong. And then Atkinson getting into the act as well.
Yeah, some real clean hitting there by Atkinson. Only took 6 balls to retire on 31. There was some consolation wickets, I guess you could call it, for Sri Lanka. But it was all Hong Kong with the bat.
That's true. And that was the last delivery of the 5th over. We possibly thought that that could be the highest score of the tournament. 1 ball to go with 114 Hong Kong, but unfortunately couldn't get bat on ball. So there were a couple of runs shy of posting the highest total in the competition so far. Trying to get the stumps to make sure that the umpires are happy, the batsmen, the fielding side are happy. So Hong Kong out to defend a total of 114 runs. It'll need some getting for Sri Lanka. They need a good start right at the start of their innings. 115 required of 30. You'll need to get plenty of sixes and boundaries. The first over will make all the difference as well. Because don't forget, Hong Kong have got a trump card. Comes and bowls on the last over, SRK. He's been very economical. Just one, trying to hoik it away towards square leg. Couldn't get bat on ball. Always, what do you think? Hong Kong's got a chance.
Certainly has. Certainly has. I think as long as they can be disciplined with the ball, sure they're going to go for some sixes. Of course they are. This is a Hong Kong sixes tournament. But if they can be disciplined and just try and vary the pace, vary the change up, I reckon they've got a very good chance.
Into the gap, but great fielding effort there. Keeping it down to 2. Babar had a great outing with the bat when he came out to bat, opening the innings for his side. Looking to continue the momentum that's gone high. Don't think he's got the distance, and unfortunately a drop catch. That ball went really high in the air.
Dear oh dear. As he's not having a good time of it. Got a first ball duck and now a drop catch.
Yeah, still thinking about it. Did the hard work, got underneath the ball, but unable to hold on.
Yeah, possibly the worst feeling in cricket is when you drop a catch.
That's a good delivery. Change of pace and into the block hole. Mixing it up, the captain Baba had. There you go, looking to hoik it over deep mid-wicket, top edge. Ball goes really high. Does well getting underneath it, but unfortunately couldn't hold on. Back live, and it's been a good delivery. Just conceding one more. It's been a quiet over for Sri Lanka. Full toss and over the boundary for 6.
Wow, that was a smart shot. Full face of the bat, managed to hit it hard enough so that it carries all the way over the boundary. Extra cover, probably the toughest shot in cricket. 6 over extra cover.
Got it high on the bat, but still enough power in it to get it over the boundary. 5 balls, conceding 12, and then the last one, 6 more, so 18 off that first over. Sri Lanka looking to chase 115. 20s are needed in an over. 102 of 24 deliveries. Pereira needs to get into the action and give a start to the side that they're looking for. I'm feeling for Wes Varuf might come in and bat at number 3. Azaz onto the pads, and smart bit of cricket there. Just a flick of the wrist, and away she goes for a fence.
Yes, didn't try to hit it too hard. Smart batting that. Just watch how he just rolls his wrist to get the power into the shot.
A pretty long run-up. Azaz. Short, and the umpire looking at each other. Yes. Ball is a no ball. Wicketkeeper was not happy, saying that ball being called a no ball.
Yeah. Oh, it's probably just over shoulder right. The batsman just questioning the umpire's decision.
Slower ball and caught it away for 4. That's what you want.
It's firmly hit. Manages to get it into the gap. Pereira looking dangerous now. Slots it away to the leg side.
Yeah, the extra deliveries don't help. You concede the 2, come and bowl again, and if you get hit for a boundary, not the best of times. So you got to be careful, discipline. Into the slot and straight to the man at long on. Thank you very much. The captain Bala had there. Smart bit of fielding.
Yes, a much needed wicket for Hong Kong. Azar's not having a great time of it, but that'll be a bit of a relief to him that he's managed to pick up the dangerous Pereira.
He was in the slot, but unable to get the elevation that he was looking for. Timed it pretty well. And straight to the captain, Baba Had, at long on. So it's not the captain that who's walked out, it's Ramit. Looking to get some big hits. Sri Lanka. First up, good delivery. Straight and full. Don't allow the batsman any width, any room. It's a decent over so far. Discipline. The last two deliveries, make it count. I know you got score. Decent score to defend. Enough runs on the board. 114 to defend for Hong Kong. That's a good delivery.
Yeah, he's come back nicely here, Azaz. After the first few balls where he got hit for boundaries, he's come nicely well since he's picked up the wicket of Pereira. He's got the ball to carry nicely through to the keeper. He's got a bit of pace about him.
Shot and picked away nicely. Close to the swimming pool, into the trees. That's what you want. When you're looking to chase down 114 runs on board, you need plenty of those.
Wow. That is out there. Bang. Makes it look easy.
Helping the ball on its way. So there you have it. Currently, the Hong Kong side taking on Sri Lanka, looking to defend. The next game, the big game, the semi-final, Pakistan take on Australia. Then Bangladesh would be playing the MCC. And then you have the third place playoff and the two finals, the plate and the cup, later in the day. Sorry, it's Ehsan. I thought it was Azaz for a moment. He's had a great day. Bowling extremely well in that first game. Just conceding, I think, 7 or 8 runs in that over, winning the game. But the first delivery has gone a long, long way away. Wow! Look at the power. He should get 12 for that. He didn't hit the boarding.
Yeah, that was a monster.
Oh, that's well bowled. Being a little smart about it. That's a good comeback there by Ehsan.
Yeah, he was pretty impressive yesterday, Ehsan. He bowled one of the last overs of the games, and I think he picked up 3 wickets. So he's been pretty impressive right throughout the comp.
Yeah, watch the pause. Waits for where to bowl the ball. Waits to see what the batsman's doing within the crease, if he's trying to make room or not, using his feet. Good street smart cricketer Ehsan here. Looking to bowl in the block hole, doesn't time it, and picks up another wicket. Man with the golden arm picks up another wicket. There you go.
Yep, he acknowledges it to one of his friends in the crowd. Geez, he's loving it. Look at that wonderful smile. Loves it. Yet another wicket for Ehsan. Mind you, he was off a full bugger. The batsman will be kicking himself. Nevertheless, Ehsan picks up yet another wicket.
An all-important wicket. Hong Kong's had a great day today. Getting 114 on the board and looking to defend that. Sri Lanka in a spot of bother. Once again, beautifully bowled. He's been accurate right through the tournament. In the competition so far, would you believe it, in a sixes tournament, he's just conceded 5 runs and picked up 3 wickets against the MCC. Talk about being street smart. Take a look at that. Once again, into the block hole. In the air, the effort. Oh, brilliantly taken. What a catch. Hong Kong here is on a roll.
And it's that man, Nazaka Khan. He can't do anything wrong. He's been amazing with the field. What a catch.
Smiles all the way through the entire team. Take a look at that for an effort. Beautifully bowled, and Nizaka, take a look at that. He's had a fantastic tournament with the bat, but full marks to you in terms of effort and the way he's been holding out. Hassan, once again amongst the wickets.
Well, that catch brings in the captain of Sri Lankan team, Maruf. He had to really come up with something special here. Sri Lanka had to go on and beat Hong Kong. The Hubler sign needs to be hit at least a couple of times for them to have any chance of victory here.
First ball, straight to the man at long off, just the one. You can say that again, OS. You've got to be eyeing the Hubler signs if you want to get close to victory. Otherwise, it'll get very, very difficult for Sri Lanka. Nizakat has had an absolute fantastic tournament so far. Once again, well bowled. Just the one. Ones are not going to do it for Sri Lanka. You need the big boundaries, the big sixes. Into the slot, but unable to connect there for Pervez Maruf. It's been a pretty quiet tournament for Pervez in terms of the effort that he's had with the bat. He's known to hit some big sixes as well. But just one of those days, I guess. Oh, beautifully bowled. Outside edge. Wicky's after it. I guess if Pervez just pushed on a little bit, you probably would have had a 3 in the tournament. You haven't seen batsmen run 3 in the tournament.
Probably, yeah, it was on the cards, I think, but I don't think Maruf was absolutely not interested running that 3.
Or full toss and put away into the trees. We'll have to have a look if that's a no ball. Yes, it is. And 6, so you get 8 and reload again.
Yeah, any top quality batsman not going to miss out on that. We're just there begging to be hit.
Some big hits we've seen in the tournament. Full toss, waist high, is going to get dispatched. Looking for the Yorker, Nawaz. Gets it this time with a bit of movement as well. What a delivery.
Well, that's a great reply. In swinging, ball into the pads. Very well bowled, young Nawaz.
White ball. Too much movement. Unable to control the swing. Not about bowling fast in this competition, it's about accuracy. You'll get punished. Wide ball. Wide once again. A little bit of movement down the side. I think the Hong Kong side trying a couple of things. They know that the victory is on the cards.
Nawaz losing his way a little bit. Needs to stay disciplined.
That's 3 in a row. 6 runs on the scoreboard without a ball being bowled. And then I think that's happened for the first time. 3 wides in a row. We've had 3 consecutive 6s, but not 3 consecutive wides. That's better. Inside edge. The wicket keeper is running after it. 2 again. That's a better delivery. You can hear the fielders saying it's not a bad over. Yeah, absolutely. When you've got that sort of score on the scoreboard, 115 being chased by Sri Lanka. So there you have it. The hard hats are out. They know it's the business end of the tournament. South Africa have been absolutely fantastic. Sri Lankan fans will be slightly disappointed seeing the way they've gone about things in this particular game. There you have it. Everybody just enjoying the essence of the Hong Kong Sixes 2017. Inside edge by Maruf will pick up a boundary. I can see by the body language of Furvez, he knows it's all over.
Well, yeah, it is, unless they can manage to hit the Hublot signs a few times. You never know.
Using his feet smartly, picking up another maximum there for Rez Maruf. Too little, too late. But there you go. Virgin Atlantic 6, number 316 in the competition so far, using his feet and going over deep mid-wicket. That's a better delivery. Slow and into the block hole. Change of pace there by Nizakat. Short, but should be called wide, and it is 2 extras. Hong Kong so far have been brilliant in this game, coming out to bat, getting 114 on the scoreboard, and have been brilliant with the ball as well. Change of pace, but not good enough. Into the trees there by Farwez Maruf.
That's out of here.
Straight past the bowler. Probably just pick up the one.
Yeah, firmly struck. Last ball of the game. It's been outstanding today.
Outside edge and an easy catch by the wicket there, and Hong Kong go on to the plate final. They've been absolutely fantastic. The crowd loves it. Certainly Nizakat Khan, Baba Hayat, the two guys who made this possible for Hong Kong, and of course with the ball, Ahsan K has been outstanding. Nizakat Khan has been brilliant. And Hong Kong win by 33 runs. That has been the biggest margin of victory in the competition so far. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it's been outstanding, Hong Kong, in this game. They have out-batted, out-bowled, definitely outfielded the Sri Lankans. And here we are. Rajabski, probably the only shining light in the batting for Sri Lanka. Not much else to write home about. A little effort there by the captain Maruf at the end, but it was too little, too late.
81 for 4, looking to chase down 114. The Hong Kong bowling card looks pretty good. There you go. Baba Hayat started off really well, just conceding 12 of the first over, and I think that's where the momentum went away for Sri Lanka. And there you have it. It's been an absolutely fantastic bowling effort by the Hong Kong side, winning margin of 33 runs. There you have it, the match summary. Hong Kong coming out to bat first, getting 114 on the scoreboard. Nizaka 34 and Baba Hayat have been the two key players for Hong Kong, and Sri Lanka, unfortunately, losing by 33 runs in that competition. And let's go down to Catherine, who's down at the boundary ropes.
Yes, I'm here with the Managing Director of Essentia here in Hong Kong, Leo Ng, and he's very happy because Hong Kong are through to the plate final. He must be pleased to see that.
Yes, it was great. And now Australia's about to start. Yes, fantastic. Been a beautiful day so far.
Now, explain your partnership with Cricket Hong Kong. How did you get involved?
Sure. This is all part of the collaboration with Cricket Australia and Cricket Hong Kong. we are leveraging the phenomenal digital platform that we built with Cricket Australia, and then we used it here for the Hong Kong Sixers and for the Hong Kong Cricket Club. So it's the first time a cricket app is actually launched in Hong Kong, and it's enabled all the sporting fans to reach the content, and so it's fantastic. Yeah.
It's a fabulous app. What's the feedback been like?
The feedback's been phenomenal. I mean, based on all the work that we've done in Australia, but also this is how sporting fans will be like to consume content and get the results. So, and we do actually do quite a lot of this with other sporting organisations in the world, because we feel this will help the sporting organisation to connect with the players, the fans, and just sporting public in general.
Now, not only have you created an app for this tournament, there's also a virtual reality cricket game back in the old pavilion. Explain that to me.
Yes, we do. We actually built a virtual app with VR for the fans to enjoy it. It's the Melbourne Cricket Ground, and you can go try it. I mean, I even able to hit a six, but but after many misses. But it's fantastic. The kids loving it, but a few other adults have been trying it as well.
The kids are loving it. Leo, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Kathy. That's the big game coming up. Pakistan versus Australia. Where Australia have won the toss and are bowling first. Stay tuned to the coverage of the world. Sixes from Hong Kong.